assistant managers. How have your first few weeks been?
Yeah, very good. I have to say we got started now 3.5 weeks ago, more or less, and of course a new group of coaches, new setup. But I think we got going pretty quickly, and with clear ideas to translate into the training pitch and deliver meetings where we inform the players of everything they need to know. That's what we're here for. I think we found a great momentum with the other coaches, with Darren, with Steve, with Andreas now joining. So yeah, good vibes, good feeling.
Yeah, for me it's of course a new impression with a new environment, a lot of new people you're going to work with. But I think it's also about the workflow we have, bring that together, how we work together every day, try to bring everybody in his qualities as in the coaching staff to prepare everything as well as possible for the players, and then deliver that as good as possible on the pitch. That is of course our aim. And yeah, in the beginning it's harder because it's everything new for us, for me, but also for of course for the people around you. And when you know each other more, you have more time for that. I think it will go much easier to set up everything well.
Ruud, obviously you had a great playing career here. You're still loved by fans. What is it like to be back now as a coach? Obviously familiar location, hopefully some familiar faces as well.
Some, yeah, a lot of new faces as well, but some old faces. It's special to be back, to be fair. I mean, when United first came in with the opportunity to become assistant manager, it was fantastic. I never thought of it, but when it occurred, I was like, yeah, something that I couldn't refuse. Also with the role that I was going to fill, and of course, then flying into Manchester, see Carrington and Old Trafford and Town, and how much changed and how much is still the same. So it's special. It's very special to be back.
Rene, like Ruud, you had coaching experience in Holland, really good coaching experience. So what's it like to be here? Tell us a bit about your journey as well.
Yeah, it's already a long journey to be coach, and all different type of roles I had as in coaching. So from youth teams to assistant coach, till manager, and then an opportunity to work in a club as Manchester United, and to work in the Premier League. It's a big challenge for me to be part of that, but also to bring my experience to here, and that we in this way that I can contribute to play better as United, and from there out I work together with the people.
And who would you say are your coaching influences? Who's had the biggest impact on your style?
I think a lot, not a specific one. I think when you only look to the Dutch side, of course, Cruyff and Van Gaal are of course big names as coach, where you get inspired through. But also I think from a lot of managers from outside, you see, yeah, the way teams are playing. You try to pick also things up from that, and speaking a lot with your assistant coaches, managers about their experience. I think you learn also a lot from that, and that's make your own way of working and your own style of managing. And I think yeah, for almost I think 30 years now.
And for you, Ruud, obviously your career, you'll have worked with some great managers. Who's influenced you most?
Yeah, it's an interesting process. 12 years ago, retired from football and wanted to go into coaching, badges, first impressions, and loving the job. I want to continue in football, and of course, I look back at the managers that I worked with, and because you're on a daily basis and looking back and taking the best things out to use for yourself. Obviously, I had 5 years with Sir Alex. Those were unbelievable years. How we managed and how we set the teams together and transmitted the playing style into the players, and also the combination with the fans and how that all worked out. It was amazing. So and then that makes it even more special that I'm back here.
Just as a pair, just tell us a bit, how will you work together to support Eric?
For both of us, I think it's our experience in our coaching, and of course everybody brings us specific things in, but we are, yeah, it was nice to when we met each other and we talked a lot about how our philosophy, our way of work, and we have a lot of connection in that when we talked about that, and that I think that we can be very strong to help our manager to bring that to a higher level with the experience what we have and bring that together.
And helping the players as well. I've seen you, Ruud, have quite a lot of one-on-one chats after training. Is it important to kind of, on that individual basis, work with players?
Very important. I mean, on a collective level, it's important to get the different game phases into the team. What is expected in the pressing or in the build-up or in the mid-block or in all the phases of the game, like clear what do we want, how do we want the execution to be, and how do we translate it into the training pitch. I think we both are aligned with that, and also with the manager, of course. And from there on, you look to make an influence on individuals or units. And in the end, when we're on one page, then we are definitely the strongest, and that's our aim. And it will take time, but I think we had a good start so far.
You've obviously both been working as managers recently, so what convinced you to come and join the coaching staff here under Eric?
Yeah, of course, the first question, if you want to join, this was a no-brainer in that way. But I already told to can work on this level, and of course you've been manager, so you know also yourself what it needs to be in that role. So in that way you can also make your mind up what he can think, and in that way I think it can also be easier for us to help the manager to do the right things and to help him to make the best choices in everything we do together. But our experience as manager, I think it can help a lot in that, because it's also part of our job to help the other staff members and to find solutions and that to bring that on a good level, and from there out to continue that to the end decision for the manager.
Obviously got a great group of players here, a great squad. What excites you most about working with these players?
It's a good bunch of players, and it's important to get it aligned with the system of play, with the game model that we want, and what it is to play for United, and what is expected, and what is needed to be at the highest level. That's the standards, and it's fantastic to be part of that process, and special, you know, to be here again and help build and help to improve this squad.
And this time we're spending out here in pre-season, how important is it? Because we get a lot of time, don't we, to work on fitness, tactics that you don't get during the season. So how important is this time we're spending here?
I think a very important part of preparing for the season, because now you have in 1.5 weeks, I think, 3 matches where you can work on our style of play. We can increase the fitness of the players, and from there out to be as prepared as possible for first, of course, the Community Shield, and from there out for the whole season. And what you said, it's not about that you have so much time in between the matches during the season. It's quite less in that. So we have to do a lot now to get the basic things as good as possible in, so that we can adapt to that during the season.
It's important. It's also a challenge. You know, different players are coming in at different times. Not all the players are in yet. You know, quite a few are not. So we're still recovering. Have their breaks after the Euros and the Copa America. So it's a challenge. But in the end, we want all the players to get as fit as they can and as well prepared on team level and what is expected of them when it starts in the Community Shield.
And when it does start, how excited are you to see whether that work, and hopefully it will, is paying off in the games?
I know of course that's what you work for, and we know also that it's a project, that we're all here to improve the club. That's the most important thing. We're not here for ourselves. We want to improve the club and the squad and the individuals, and work together with all the staff that is around, and with the supporters to bring United a little bit by bit up, and that's where they belong. We also know that it's a project, and it requires time and some patience, but the dedication and the hard work are definitely here.
And that first game of the season, obviously against Fulham as well, Premier League Old Trafford in front of the fans. Rene, is that the first time at Old Trafford for you? Will it be a new experience for you? Have you been before?
Especially from that side of the coaching part. I was there for a game many years ago, but that was already impressive. So I'm looking forward to meet the fans, to know the atmosphere in the stadium, and also to bring that to a good end, of course.
And obviously, Ruud, you've been here before. You're loved by the fans. Are you looking forward to that warm welcome you'll obviously receive?
Well, I'm also pleased to be back. I mean, I'm happy that everybody is positive about the return, and for me it's the same. I can't wait to walk through that tunnel again, and meet Old Trafford in a sold out again, and have a little wave at the Stratford end. That brings back the memories and a good vibe, for the lads hopefully to get a good start of the season.